Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Ain't the Land is a collection of place-rooted poems that moves through Appalachia town by town, from Duffield and Boone Gap to Tellico Plains and Bluffton, gathering weather, memory, labor, family, faith, hunger, animals, old speech, and stubborn grief into a single rough-hewn music. The poems feel less like postcards from a region than like weathered boards pulled from an old barn, each one holding a different stain of rain, blood, smoke, sunlight, or sorrow. Again and again, Moore writes from the charged border between belonging and estrangement, where the land is beloved but not romanticized, where beans are picked, hens are killed, fires are built, and the past keeps breathing under the floorboards. What struck me most was how alive the language feels. Moore's voice has a wild, bristling confidence, full of Appalachian idiom, biblical echo, botanical precision, and sudden surreal turns. I loved the way a road becomes a crow ribbon cut loose in Duffield, Virginia, or how the speaker in Canlot, Tennessee, can move from Saturn and Jupiter to wanting a cross-cut saw and a man to go with it, without the poem feeling strained. That mix of cosmic scale and woodstove practicality is one of the book's great pleasures. The diction can be dense, but I found that fitting. These poems aren't trimmed hedges. They're briars, bean vines, creek banks, and smoke. You have to push into them a little, and they leave scratches. Moore is writing about land, but he's also writing about inheritance, class, ecological loss, faith, violence, and the uneasy dignity of people who know how to make do. In Ford's Branch, Kentucky, the plea for the great upland to speak before places become the poetry of was hit me hard, because it names one of the collection's deepest fears, that whole ways of living can vanish into elegy before anyone has properly listened. I also appreciated that the book doesn't flatten rural life into sweetness. There's tenderness here, but also cruelty, like the flock eating the cracked last egg in Elmira, Kentucky, or the possums and shotguns in Stony Creek, Tennessee. Those moments hurt, and they should. They give the collection moral weight. I came away from Ain't the Land feeling that I'd been led through a landscape where everything has a voice, even rot, weather, tools, birds, and old sayings. It's a rewarding collection if you like poetry with muscle, mud, strangeness, and soul. Moore's writing can be thorny, but it's thorny because it's alive, and because it refuses to make the mountains merely pretty. I'd recommend this book to readers who enjoy contemporary poetry rooted in place, especially those drawn to Appalachian literature, ecological memory, folk speech, and poems that sound like they were made by someone listening closely to both the dead and the dirt underfoot.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.